Institute podcast. I'm your host, Arya Rai, and joining us today is Muttalip Olgun. Muttalip is an expert in people analytics and has been helping companies in Silicon Valley navigate their global workforce and recruiting analytics. Thank you for joining us today.
Thank you, Arya. It's really great to be here, and I'm very glad to be in a partnership with the People Institute for the past 2 years. Thank you for that again.
Thank you, Muttalip, for your partnership. Well, with further ado, let's discuss today's topic, which is how to beat the ATS, also known as Applicant Tracking System. ATS has become the leading HR software used by companies big or small to filter employee candidate selection. If you are new to the job market search or are thinking of switching careers, then tune in to discover the HR software that might be an obstacle between you and your dream job. So to start off our interview with the first question, Muttalip, please explain to our viewers what is ATS and how it's being used in today's marketplace by employers in the hiring process.
ATS, like you said, is an applicant tracking system used by employers to manage all the candidates who apply to their job postings. The job market is very saturated and the number of applicants for each job is growing tremendously. And handling these huge candidate pools is becoming a huge headache for recruiters. ATS was developed to assist recruiters and hiring managers to effectively manage applicants for each job posting. With ATS, instead of reviewing each resume personally, the software screens every single resume and ranks using a basic keyword matching algorithm. And then it filters top 15 or 20% of the best matching resumes to be reviewed by a recruiter to set up first interviews. Understanding the technical background of ATS is very important for job seekers because it's used by 90% of large companies like Google, Facebook, Amazon, Salesforce, and is also in use at rapidly growing small and medium companies.
Okay, I understand. ATS was developed to alleviate the time and effort it takes employers to review every resume that is submitted for a job. For our viewers, can you please explain the technology behind ATS and how it's being used to filter and rank resumes?
There are two technical layers in the ATS system. First is optical character recognition, which is called OCR, and second is a basic ranking algorithm that works on keyword matching and scoring. In the first layer, a resume goes through the OCR and it converts every single character to the text. The second layer is the keyword matching algorithm, which utilizes artificial intelligence and natural language processing to intelligently match the candidate experiences to the job description. Both layers help an employer to score and sort applicants with precise alignment to their job requirements and the descriptions.
Okay, so what I understand is that the first layer of the ATS is the OCR, and OCR converts my resume into readable text. Can you tell us how to get past the OCR?
To beat the OCR, first thing I will say is you have to avoid the resumes using graphic contents and unique formats. For example, don't use any pictures or icons on your resume, and don't try to be too creative with columns and tables, and it's not necessary. And also never forget that ATS works best with the simple formatting and clear wording. And another thing I will say is PDF is not a good version for ATS, and please avoid that. And I think Microsoft Word version is always the best because OCR can miss some characters while converting PDF to the text.
I see. You're saying that the basic resumes are the best resumes.
Absolutely. So easy to write, easy to read, easy to pass through the ATS.
Awesome. Well, great. What can you tell us about the keyword matching layer of the ATS?
ATS is designed to screen resumes specifically for each job. Each resume should be modified to fit the job description and skills for the role you're applying for. The resumes that don't use the keywords in the job description will be most likely failing in the keyword matching algorithm and the resume will be ranking poorly. By the way, don't shy away from using the same words and phrases that you saw on the job description. Actual words or phrases used multiple times are even more critical to include on your resume. For example, you have to match your job experience title with the title of the job you are applying for. What I mean is, if you are applying for a software engineer position, then your title should say software engineer, not software developer. This is a very important detail.
Okay, so if an ATS system is being used at a company, can I apply to more than one job at this company?
Well, some people believe that applying for more than one job at a company is considered spamming. That's not true. But you have to be very careful that each resume you submitted should be edited for the job description without changing basic facts like years of employment. I mean, if you say you have 3 years of experience on one resume and 5 years on another one, this will be getting flagged for sure.
So what if a job seeker has a referral into the company that they want to apply? How should they handle a referral? Should they ask their referee to hand over their resume to the hiring manager or the recruiter?
Even when you know an employee or hiring manager in your target company, your resume still will be filtered by an applicant tracking system. This is because companies are governed by equal employment opportunity laws to prevent discrimination and other unfair hiring practices. In most companies, hiring managers are no longer allowed to accept email or physical resumes without filtering through the ATS software. So, referrals via LinkedIn or social media are still subject to ATS screening.
Thank you for sharing your insights today, Muttalip. We've learned a lot today about the ATS system and how it's being used in the hiring process today.
No problem, Maria. I hope this has helped.
In summary, what we've learned today is that all resumes are subjected to the ATS screening system when you are looking to apply for your next position. To beat the ATS and actually hear back from a recruiter, we need to get past 2 layers of the ATS. The first is the OCR, and the second is the keyword matching algorithm. The tips that Muttalip has shared with us today is that the OCR successfully reads resumes that have the simplest formatting. And the keyword matching algorithm requires that each resume has as many keywords possible that are matched to the job description and requirements. It's really worth taking the effort to master the ATS screening because it is going to make a huge difference if you will receive a call back from a recruiter. Thank you for tuning in. It was Muttalip and Arya. If you have any questions, please leave a comment below.